Time's up. Let's do this.
This is EGTV's Battlestone. It's the finals. It's between WaningMoon and Allura. The thing is that both of them already met before in the winners bracket final. So
right.
Allura unfortunately lucked out there with a very questionable Zoo deck. So today we're gonna see if Allura can redeem himself. Do note the rules are very simple. BO5. If Allura wins, he needs to win 2 BO5s.
That's right.
If WaningMoon wins just one, we'll seal the deal.
Yeah, and this whole tournament has been a kind of a very redemption kind of tournament for Allura, you know, missing little and yet being able to get back what he needs to win the game.
Of course, you're referring to the losers bracket finals, guys. Do check
yeah.
out that VOD. It'll be on YouTube as well.
Yep.
And that's right. So Mana Search, well done.
Oh man.
Top 3, 2 of them, your boys.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're not there.
Yeah, that's a bit sad. Oh, that hurt.
Salt, PJ Salt. All right, so. I'm sure as captain you're very proud. So
Yeah,
at this
I
point
am.
in time, would you like to say any encouragement words before we start the first game?
Well, first off, thanks to all the supporters. And Allura, go get him.
Right, the moon is coming down tonight, says Beyond. Anyway, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this cast. We have the first game and I think we are good to go. So a little bit more about the technicalities. We understand that WaningMoon brought, I think, a total of 3 decks, and that is the Rogue, the Druid, as well as the Warrior.
Correct.
It may be Control Warrior, it may be a Grower, but do note that the players are allowed to change between the archetypes mid-series, but they cannot change the deck list, so there is no deck amendments whatsoever. They prepare 9 decks, they come in. This is the unique point about Battlestone. And for Allura, he has the Paladin, the Druid, as well as the Warlock. So I think we are having the first game up, and it is going to be Allura playing the Paladin against the Druid from
That's
WaningMoon.
right.
Let's talk a little bit more about that meta there.
Okay, we all know that on the ladder, Paladin is not the most popular of decks right here, but actually in the tournament, it's actually doing pretty well. As you can see, in the top 4, there's already quite a lot of Paladins making appearance, you know, with even Sushi playing Paladin, Allura's playing Paladin, so gone all the way up there.
Yep, and in case you're wondering, we cannot see WaningMoon. He's hiding in some mountain. Yeah, in the Philippines, of course. He's been known as the, you know, the
hermit.
sensei
Yeah.
from the mountain.
Right.
He still lives up to the reputation as one of PH finest players, and I'm very happy that he's today in the finals against Allura. And Allura he's very happy to be here, of course. He just knocked out the EHL1 champ through a very questionable series.
Twice even.
Yeah, so that's yeah, he won Sushi twice, right? So that's the unique point there. And so yeah, it is a Druid up against a Paladin. The Paladin looks like it is a bit of a mid-range kind of a Paladin.
Yeah, it's actually the comfort pick for Allura throughout the whole tournament. He has never really failed him. He usually tries to take down 2 of the opponent decks with his Paladin, which is very good for him. In fact, it's sort of his own homebrew deck, so it's not a deck that we see all the time.
Beyond being very sweet here, we have WaningMoon on the flip side with a Scenarios in the hand that's completely useless until turn 9 unless he gets a way to ramp it up. He already has a full combo. And of course you can see Allura is playing offline. Don't worry about it, there is no Hello Mom episodes here. And he's playing on our account, as well as the fact that he's got a protective headset, completely soundproof with
That's right.
very good, cool, classical music. Something that sounds like death metal. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, so far we talked a little bit more about the board. We have 1-1 on the field there, as well as a 6-6 in favor for Allura. For WaningMoon, the 2-3 is not going to do jack, but as you can see, he doesn't have a real answer for the 6-6 here.
Yeah, in fact, the whole Blood Knight play was very, very good because we all know that Druids always have problems with doing hard removals, and dropping a minion that is very, very huge in the early game can pose a very, very huge threat to him.
Wow, Savage Roar. Okay, so that's 1 gone. We can only assume he has 2. That's why he's so willing to use that to try and burst down the Blood Knight, to remove the tempo that Allura has. So this is swinging in favor for Allura already. The quality is not going to do much. So is the Outdoor Peacekeeper. Maybe the Dark Iron Dwarf. Getting a little bit muscular. Yeah. So he's doing the right choices today. And hopefully he can redeem himself in this Battlestone Grand Finals.
So things are looking very good. You know, Winnie decides to blow a Savage Roar, which he really has to do. If not, he'll be taking 6 damage consistently for every turn. So that 1 off 6 damage is something that he has to take. Allura decided not to play with the Dark Iron Dwarf early because he figures that he might need to use the buff to trade later on in the game.
Oh, okay. That's very good. So speaking about trading, we have a 4-5 Yeti there. And effectively, there's a chance to play quality here, but it's going to be like completely blowing it off, just like the Savage Roar. By the way, that Savage Roar in the hand for WaningMoon just came up.
So that's the second Savage
So
Roar
that is the
there.
second and the last Savage Roar,
That's
unless
right.
he's hacking. So I'm looking at this very passively. I'm thinking that he can trade very nicely with, we can say, Consecration.
Yep.
There's also the Argent Protector, which is fantastic in providing value, but there is no real hard answer against the 4-5. What
That's
will
right.
you do?
Looking at Allura's choices, he probably would just want to play an Eldor and just ignore it and just go for the phase there.
That sounds fantastic. The 1-5. By the way, the Druid doesn't have any, very strong buffing kind of spells except for Mark of the Wild, and we're not really sure if WaningMoon runs it in this deck list here. So yep, he's not gonna do that. He's actually gonna use the Dark End to buff it
He'll
up.
do the Dark
take
Iron
it out.
block, which is pretty risky because he runs into the risk of having a swipe on Waning's side to clear the board.
Yes, Waning's hand is looking very good. Wrath, Savage Roar, Force of Nature, even the Blood Mage downloads. The only thing that he's missing is minions.
Yeah, so he's lacking the minions. He's lacking solid minions to stay in the board.
The muscular old guy goes down.
Yeah, that's one gone.
And
Telnos is still there, and unfortunately because Telnos, not Telnos, otherwise hasn't drawn his Swords of Justice, so he can't attack into the Telnos. So I don't think he really wants to trade.
Oh, does he really want to do this? Okay, he is. He's gonna blow a Divine Shield just to maintain absolute board control.
Yeah, I mean, Waning has already given hints that because he didn't play swipe the previous turn, it also meant that he's.
It doesn't mean he cannot top deck.
Oh, okay, fine.
You always have to remember. And a second FON, look at that amount of aggression in the hand. Once he hits turn 9, Wayne is gonna have a field day against this Paladin here. Do you know it's 0-0? Because this is the first out of possibly 2 series in the Grand Finals.
But the only only issue with Waning's hand is still that he doesn't have a solid minion to stay in the board. Force of Natures are all temporary minions
Exactly.
that comes out for a split moment and then it's gone. So Waning could do a swipe here and shapeshift, which is he only effectively does 1 damage and heals up for 1, or he could just play Force of Nature to
Agreed.
clear the board.
So, well, you're right, there is no real way to ramp this up to speed up the process,
Right.
and there is no real lethal whatsoever, but the cards are at least in the hand, although it's going to be sitting there for the next 2 or 3 turns. So here comes the first FON. Blowing it only means that either he runs 2 or he already has the other one.
Yep.
And
yeah, he does have the
he
other
plays
one.
the outer one, so that is actually a lot of mind games there. It could be probably trying to tell the opponent that he doesn't have FON in the hand
Yeah,
by
right.
playing the one that just came in.
That's right.
I don't know if Allura is able to pick that up, but it seems like he doesn't really have a very good, tempo for himself as well. 0 minutes on the board. He does have the advantage. Guardian of Kings is not going to do much. He's going to waste the heal. He
Yep.
can run the Argent Commander, but that, again, it's just not perfect.
I guess the best play here is still the Argent Commander.
Exactly.
Charge in for 4, bring him down to 16, which is very, very close to they are halfway there, almost dying.
One of the main weakness for Paladin is the lack of an absolute burst. Unless you play, the Blessing of Might.
Yeah,
you
or
play-
Blessing of Kings.
Correct, Blessing of Kings, all those cards, which are very rarely seen.
That's right. And he doesn't play burst cards like Leroy Jenkins either.
Yeah, that's crazy. So here comes the Argent Commander. And 16 health, WaningMoon seems like he's in a little bit of a tight spot. Will he top deck an Ancient of Law? Yep, he does.
He does.
I'm sorry, guys. This is why I should quit casting. But the Ancient of Law comes out.
Okay, let's try to not anticipate the ideal card they're supposed to draw.
Okay, what is ideal for Allura? Let's try make it fair. Leroy Jenkins.
Nah, he
He's
might
not in the deck?
He might be non-existent, right? Well, but turn it, I guess, maybe Tyrion Fording.
Tyrion? Alright, let's try and call for Tyrion. Will he come out? That's the question. Alright, so we have Ancient of Law. I'm seeing that it's probably going to be the only play here to draw into 2 extra cards to maintain a bit of a lead. He can also heal up. I think healing up is not really needed, and drawing cards is definitely good because you're providing a 5/5 on the field. That's something that Allura needs to answer.
That's right. I guess Winnie is just considering his options. He can play a Drake, Shapeshift, and pop the bubble first so that he can have an easier clear on the following turn. Or he decides to go for the Law in the end. And he decides to draw 2, gets an Argent Commander and a swipe. So as you can see, Wayning's deck is very aggressive, double
Yeah,
Savage Roar,
wow.
double FON, you have the Argent Commanders, you have the swipe, you have 7 arrows to buff everyone up. So it's a very, very aggressive deck.
It's a very angry deck.
It's a very angry deck, yes. But the only unfortunate thing for winning is that he's always on the back foot right now. He hasn't found the opportunity to turn the momentum into his favor.
I doubt this is a Ram Druid. I haven't seen really any kind of Ram cards just yet. No Wild Growth,
Oh yeah,
no Innovate.
I mean,
I'm expecting him to
he
run
could be
Innovate.
unlucky, but we'll have to see in the subsequent games or the draws to come.
Okay, if there's ever a time to play Eldor Peacekeeper, I think it is right now.
Yeah, I think it's right now too. Because he has
And-
the equality and consecrate to do a
Yeah.
very good bot wipe there. So
You want to save the board wipe for worst case scenario when you
That's
know
right.
he's trying to set some form of tempo and you have issues clearing the board. Maybe that can swing something back in the favor. I really hate lay on hands because it's so goddamn expensive. It's more expensive than my girlfriend. Oh shit. Anyway, so effectively that's 8 mana cost.
That's
It
right.
heals you, yes, but it draws 3 cards. It's effective like, you know what, we pass. And that's not very good in Hearthstone because you want to always keep up the tempo, you want to always have board advantage. So Lay on Hands is a card that's very rarely played even in the international scene.
yeah, I mean, because first off, we don't really see a lot of paladins in the competitive scene overseas. But what I feel about Leo Hand is a very, very good momentum card. If you
Yep.
can actually, you can actually settle the board state into your favor and then you swing around with Leo Hand. It's a very, very good way to turn the game around.
Alright, so effectively let's just analyze this very nicely. If Allura top decks a weapon, he wins this unless WaningMoon. Thinking about Leo. Anyway, unless WaningMoon clears this board, which is what he's exactly gonna do. So swipe's gonna use on Eldor Peacekeeper. That's gonna go down. Second swipe as well.
To the
just,
face, I guess.
Nope, just to
No,
clear the board.
Just to clear the board.
And the very cute 1/5.
Yeah.
He's gonna try and make a mark there.
So I guess Allura can just take it slow, play the Azure Drake, see what he draws next.
Just don't BM.
yeah, he should really stop the BM.
Yeah, just stop spamming the emotes. And effectively, he will not make any mistakes. So, Drake here for sure.
Yeah, most likely a Drake here.
He's actually gonna try and consider healing up.
Okay, well it doesn't heal for the maximum damage. 3 is still okay.
I think the main reason why he wants to play Guardian of King is just to, again, keep up the pressure to Drake. Yes, it draws card, but it's not really ideal in some sense.
That's right,
This is a
and-
5/6 instead of 4/4/4.
And it can actually kill the Ancient of Law and survive.
Yeah.
But for all you know, he might just press in for damage because the Ancient of Law can't do anything to it either. It's not a dude killer being 1/5.
Yeah. So that's like effectively, I would say 7 damage with Consecration. So again, if he gets
Yeah, just need a
probably
weapon.
a weapon, but even with a weapon, he cannot kill it because weapon deals 4. We're talking about the True Silver Champion. So that's 11, and WaningMoon can always armor up. So here comes the RJ Commander, and that plus Savage Roar. Wow!
Man.
Alright, look at Allura, he's nodding his head. Yes, I like this. And
He
there we go,
loves this.
he's clearing the board. And a 3/5 for 1 turn will deal 3 damage. So, yep, he gets
Yeah,
the
he does
weapon.
get it.
So, Babael again. Somebody pay me to cast. Anyway, Consecrate, Equality, you think he should clear the board. He doesn't have minions. So now it's Allura that's again in the back foot. If he clears the board, he cannot set up a good minion. And if he does that, WaningMoon's gonna have absolute field day in throwing out Harvest Golem, in throwing out the Azure Drake, but Avenging Wrath comes out. So yep, maybe
Yeah,
Equality,
Avenging is very,
Wrath.
very good here.
But not enough
especially
mana?
with equality.
Yep, not enough mana for that. No, maybe not this turn. So he's gonna Consecrate first. And
Yeah, you still have a very cute
effectively,
mini law down there.
a mini law. I like how you minify everything.
Okay.
Will we see a mini beyond?
I hope not.
So 4/4 against a 1/2, and WaningMoon, he doesn't really have an answer right now. He does have Innovate. So the thing is, the worst part about WaningMoon's play so far is that he blew away 2 swipes, 2 Savage Roar. That's a lot of win condition gone,
That's right.
and 1 Force of Nature. So this Force of Nature is effectively his last option. I think he's getting really sniped out here by the Paladin. He's also going to use the
And
FON.
there goes the last Force of Nature,
Yeah.
which means no more bursts in the deck. He has to play it by absolutely...
He's going to win like a man.
He has to play it through bot control right now.
Yep. So here comes the Hammer of Wrath. Does he win here? That's the question. Nope, I don't think so. Well, he can, technically, if he's that lucky. 4 charge on the Avenging Wrath out of 8. All on the face.
Yeah.
And with the weapon in hand, yeah, stuff like this happens.
But you do have to take note that Winning still has a second inch of law, which can bring it up to 13, and then.
No, I'm saying he can win this turn effectively. If Avenging Wrath falls out
Oh
of
man,
it,
what are the chances? Seriously.
stuff like this happens when I'm here.
Okay.
But anyway, realistically speaking, there is no 100% way to win. Does Allura want to gamble his chances? That's the question. He doesn't have a minion.
I don't think he would want to blow his equality and Avenging Wrath combo just yet. He's probably trying to bait in, more minions before he can do.
Oh, he's gonna hammer.
He's just gonna hammer and try. T1 falling, that's not too bad. I guess he's just gonna clear the Adriatic there.
Nope.
Oh, he's gonna go for face. Okay.
Yep, because equality and Avenging Wrath, no matter what, you need a total of 7 minion full board, and you will still die. Unless you armor up and have 7 minions right now, I'm thinking that Allura will get his first game.
Okay, so let's look at the options right here now. Okay.
He can heal up, of course.
He can heal up for 5, bring it up to 6, and then he can place a Harvest Golem to try and mitigate another 1 more damage of the Avenging Wrath. But we do have to note that there is still the True Silver and the
Yeah, he
the
wins.
token now, yeah.
That is not enough. It's
I think
not
that's
good
not
enough.
enough to flood the board to avoid anything.
Let's assume he heals up, so he does that 6 with the armor. That's 7. Equality. Avenging Wrath is gonna kill
The weapon,
everything.
yeah, it's just gonna kill everything.
It might just kill him and ignore the minions there.
Let's take a look. What are the chances there?
Is he gonna he has to equality,
Yeah,
come on.
equality,
Alright, he's gonna
Avenging
call well
Wrath.
played.
Yeah, Avenging Wrath
He's
there.
calling it. Let's see. Will the sword be needed? Apparently it is. Okay, so 2 health. That's good enough for me. So Allura takes game 1
Yeah, that's
out
pretty
of the
good.
BO5. So well done to Allura. WaningMoon, of course, had no options in there. So with his druid gone, what are some of the options that WaningMoon has?
Let's see, so WaningMoon is now left with a Rogue and a Warrior, both weapon classes, which is very, very good for Allura now, because now Allura knows that he's left with the 2 weapon classes, so he can stack in stuff like Harrison Jones and Acidic
yeah,
Swampus
yeah.
all the way.
Effectively as well. So Warrior definitely need weapons, for sure.
Yeah, of
Harrison
course.
Jones gonna have a field day. Rogue as well. Rogue maybe not as much, but maybe deck tag something that has got Acidic Swamp Ooze.
Yeah, correct, because
And-
usually, sometimes, that crucial Acidic Swamp moves onto a 3-1 weapon, or even an Assassin's Blade can be a very, very good turning point there.
Now, by the way, there's a lot of Japanese around this area.
Yeah. We have a lot of Japanese fans that come over down
To Hearthstone and Singapore, exactly. If you hear any Japanese in the background, that's them. And they are very, very loud. So yeah. Anyway, Allura with 1 game up against directly WaningMoon. I think they are into the second game. He's still deciding, and I think he runs a slight variation of the Paladin. So maybe this is still just the first BO5.
Correct.
So even if Allura wins this, there will still be a second one.
That's right.
Do you
And,
really think Allura can pull this off?
I mean, it really depends. If Allura is really looking ahead, he might even want to try and fish out as much information as he can on his opponent, so that
Okay.
he can not only take away the first set and try
So,
and
how much information do you need to fish? You've already played him once in the winners bracket final. You're playing him now again. So I think they kind of know each other's play style.
Yeah.
It will really boil down to who makes the least amount of mistakes and who kind of outsmarts each other with the deck choices.
That's
Seeing
right.
how Battlestone can change archetypes midway through a series.
Like sometimes what I feel in the tournament setting, like sometimes the player that makes the bigger risk and it pays off is the one that will age out, because we are going to assume that everyone in the
Exactly.
tournament
That's
setting
why I said he should have just played Avenging Wrath.
I don't know about that, man.
You said take the bigger risk, and if it pays off, he wins. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. I'm just giving you an example.
That's if it pays off, right?
He will. Why not?
Okay.
He's Allura.
Okay, we are moving on into the next game already, I guess.
Yep, we are. They're just still doing the mulligan, so we're just waiting for them to finish that choices there a little bit, then we'll go in. Of course, WaningMoon is playing from the Philippines. In case you guys are still wondering, he's playing from home. Allura is here in the offline event in Singapore at Campus Game Fest. So if you are in the region, do come down tomorrow as well, because we have an offline 3v3 tournament going on. So both of them rightful legends. Allura trying to act like he's a noob there with the blue card bag.
Alright.
Yeah, risky stuff. So, yep, there we go. I think this does look like it is a tempo roll.
Yeah, it is a tempo roll. It has to be a tempo roll. I don't see cards like South Sea Deckhand and whatnot, so it's definitely not a face roll. Not sure about why Winnie made that decision. Maybe he was trying to anticipate Allura into switching into an aggro pally to go against.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have
The miracle.
well, what's there to lose, right? He can lose this BO5, he'll still be fine. And for Allura, in case you're wondering who he is talking to, it's himself.
Oh yeah.
Because on camera you see his mouth just keeps moving, but no one's responding.
He has this habit to always talk to himself and does this weird hand motion, which you don't see right now because the hand is out of the
That's
camera.
kind of like charging his RNG. Yep, his hand is, by the way, really out of the camera. I'll show you if I can. So here comes the Dagger Mastery. He equips one weapon, WaningMoon, in a pretty commanding position so far for the early game. What can Allura do here at turn 3?
I guess the only
Wow.
that's a ooze right there. Not very sure if he does want to play that right now, but he definitely has to kill the Fairy Dragon right here.
Yeah, for sure, the 2-3 should kill up the 3-2, of course. It's just that the beefed up Argent Squire, the girlfriend.
Yeah, you do have to note that it was a cold blood being played on the Argent Squire,
Yeah.
but it's not the full combo.
Yeah, it's not a full cold blood. It's
That's
not
better than
completely
nothing.
cold. The blood is still kind of warm. So
Yeah.
this is like a 3-1 that's on the field with a 3-2 there quite well. I think he will definitely trade
Yeah,
here.
he'll definitely trade here.
Some of the dude, he's not gonna play the acidic storm ooze because he's gonna save for something probably bigger.
I guess he's just waiting for a deadly poison weapon to be oozed away.
Yeah, of course. So here comes the Blade Flurry, and that's gonna clear the board.
Yep.
So that's what's at risk.
Another
there.
weapon comes out, hits him for 1, and Argent Squire continues to bash it in for 3. And what do you know, Allura's almost half dead right there, with 17 life left.
He looks half dead as well. But anyway, 4 mana here, nothing much you can really do. Equips the weapon, probably will try and heal up. I think that would be, what I would call the desperate move.
Yeah, I guess what he really needs probably is also a Blood Knight to try and sap away the Divine Shield.
I'm hoping he runs Blood Knight. But also one thing to note is that, okay, he's actually going to ooze right now. So that's still a 1-1 that's gone.
Right.
And he thinks enough is enough. He's going to have to stop this aggression some way. And hopefully make the Rogue address the issue at hand. What does the Rogue get? Do note the Rogue has got all charging minions. The Arcane Golem, the Shadow Step as well. And that's going to
I
give
guess he'll go for phase.
a lot of mana to Allura.
Things not looking very good for Allura here.
Yeah, but it's not going to reach turn out. It's not going to reach turn 8 for Lay on Hands.
Yeah. Well, the Blood Knight does appear, so that might be a good turning point right here.
Yeah, it might be, but do note there's still the SR agent in the hand there for WaningMoon, which means that he can still kill the ooze very easily. In fact, he might just want to do it on the face there. So that's like 9 damage already. With just 1 dagger, he wins this game. So
Okay.
what Allura needs to do is clear the board.
Yeah, he has to clear the board, so he's probably going to play a Blood Knight, trade the ooze for the Arcane Golem, and then plays out another token. I mean, I guess that's the best play he has right there.
He can also equip a weapon to heal up.
Yeah,
But that means that he will not have the Blood Knight, so that's not perfect.
I mean, a 6/6 Blood Knight is pretty good against Rogues, because a 6/6 minion is very, very huge against Rogues.
I have to remind you that there's Leroy Jenkins,
Oh yeah,
and it's turn 6, so that's like 12 damage.
he has to clear the board somehow.
And even if he clears the board, so even if he heals up, this just doesn't look good at all for
In
Allura.
fact, it's a potential 12 damage because of Leroy Jenkins and Shadow Step.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said there. So this game should be over, and
guess it's over.
we'll be looking at a 1-1 situation here. Just waiting.
Yeah, that's over. Wow, that was pretty fast.
Yeah, that's why this Rogue is really deadly. It's so quick, and when he was really lucky, I would say. Leroy Jenkins, 1 out of 30, what are the odds, right? And Charge Golem as well. Very good cards for him in general. So he also has a Shadow Step. Not like he needs it, but still, I would say that this Paladin couldn't really handle the pressure from WaningMoon right from the start because of the amount of minions that he was just throwing out, and the Argent Squire really blew up his game. If Allura had cheap minions to begin with, he might have a way out.
Yeah, but unfortunately he didn't draw into them. Not even the simple things like, okay, he did have a Harvest Golem,
Yep.
but he did have his Argent Squire stats and things like that.
Yeah, correct. So really the Rogue is just being very nonsensical, throwing out a lot of different minions, and the Paladin, because of a lack of early game minions, cannot really deal with this situation.
That's right.
And unless he plays Aggro Paladin, which is a different level altogether. So
Oh,
Allura
because the
kind of
Aggro
got
Paladin is
out
all about racing,
Yeah, really.
right?
So, well, the difference is that he can at least, still kill a little bit with the weapon. So now without the Paladin, as in both of them already lost with 1 class each. The Druid for WaningMoon and the Paladin for Allura.
That's right. So well, we all know that Winnie is definitely still locked into a rope.
Yep.
And Allura is down with a Druid and a Warlock.
Alright, I have to let you guys know that in the in the winners bracket final, Allura did try to outsmart WaningMoon with the Warlock rope. And that didn't really work out anyway. So now I'm not sure if it's gonna work out for him. I hope he has got a little bit more muscle.
Yep. I mean, it's a pretty tough decision now because if he's got to play Druid and he goes for Taunt heavy, he might be too slow to deal with the aggro rope. But
It'll be good against the Miracle Rope.
yeah,
So this is like a coin flip.
decent against the Miracle Rope. But if he goes Warlock, Headlock is terrific against Miracle Rope. But you know, he might just get smashed by the aggro rope that he just spent just
God.
now. So
Oh god.
it's a lot of guesswork.
Alright,
now.
what about the Warrior? We're kinda sure the Warrior will be in control to a certain extent. The only question here is that what deck will really handle the Warrior? Allura needs to consider the chances of that before making his decision here. If he thinks that the Druid, you know, his variation can handle Control Warrior better, then he should go for Warlock first.
Yeah, I think like even Handlock against Control Warrior, probably the Warrior might stand a decent chance. You know.
So with that said, he should play Warlock.
He's probably gonna play Warlock here. I'm not
Yep.
too sure.
And we're right. It is going to be a Warlock.
Okay.
Wow. So all the analysis, we just broke down Allura's brain for you there.
And it's not even a Handlock, man. It's a Zoo.
Oh, so it's still the same, you know, still the same strategy to some extent.
Yep.
And it is a tempo rogue. So can Allura right the wrong in the winners bracket final?
So I
And
guess
he
the,
has the muscle. Look at that, shoe bearer.
so I guess
for
the,
Void Walker.
like what you're saying, the previous the earlier stages, the mistake he made was he played a very flimsy Zoo. With
Oh yeah,
all
it's
the
like
very low toughness.
all weak legged and all. This is a completely muscle deck. Look at that. That lady looks beautiful. What is she doing there? Oh yeah, Void Walker. There we go. So yep, 1-4. Now deal with this. There is no real answer for WaningMoon. Because even if he kills the 1-4, baha, even bigger stuff.
Yep, that's right. And WaningMoon is in a pretty tight spot now because he has no spell removals. All he has is minions, and I don't think he wants to trade the Lepronomin.
He cannot really play the SI agent until turn 4.
That's right.
Unless he gets a 0-cost spell, which is almost impossible in a tempo rope.
But unless he gets backstab.
Yeah, and look at that. Allura has a very good hand. He's got Dire Dog Alpha. He's got a Doggy, he's got double Shoe Bearer, he's got Defender Argus, he's got a very good early game. Effectively, that is going to build the pressure against this rope. And WaningMoon, if he loses with the rope, the Warrior is all that's left.
Yeah, I mean, Young Priestess is proving to be a prick, you know,
Yep.
against the rope there. But I guess no, there we go. He managed to charge him. And
Oh, that,
suddenly
yeah, of
he
course, the
goes-
pirate happens sometimes, you know. You just don't expect shipments to not go missing. So that just completely got robbed there. That's
Yeah.
fine. He still has got double Shoe Bearer that can defend itself because
Yep.
of the dog. I just hope there's no placement bug. And look at that. Okay,
Oh.
that is a Young Priestess. Yes, but we gotta understand. Tapping there was good. The only issue is that we have to understand that because he tapped, he cannot put up 2 taunts.
That's right.
So effectively, if this 1-4 goes down to the SI agent and some other weird WaningMoon secret magic skills that he has, then the dog is in a lot of trouble. So yeah, here comes the SI agent. The doggy goes down, the 0-4 is completely not weaponized right now.
Yeah, it's just immobile right there.
Yep.
I'm just gonna shave off the remaining life and pop it up later on.
Okay, turn 4, Void Walker, and it seems like the tempo slightly shifting in favor for WaningMoon here because of the insane value with, you know, Scrubs, with the SI agent,
That's right.
and even with the girlfriend there, Argent Squire.
And not only that, you like look at Winning's hand, you thought like, oh, you know, he's running out of cards, running out of options. But if you think about it, there's Loot Hoarder that, you know, allows you to draw a card. You still have Collect Orca to draw 2 more cards. So, you know, Winning is still kind of quite ahead right there because he's able to draw 3 cards off the 2 cards he have on hand.
I kind of like the Kolai Oracle because, you know, if you know you're playing against the Zoo, you want to let him draw as much cards as possible, seeing how he might draw into cards that might discard each other. So that's one chance there. Yes, it's not a perfect strategy.
Yeah,
Beyond, stop looking at me with such, you know, like, are you sure you're saying the right thing? Anyway, so yes, the Kolai Oracle can, you know, hopefully give. Yep, he's gonna play that.
That's definitely a good play. And look, it even has an Adversary, which is very, very good. So it deals with the Dark Iron Dwarf, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden the momentum shifts over to WaningMoon. I'm not even sure if Allura has a way to, you know, trade with everything.
Well, he still has got a lot of taunt minions in the hand.
So it's gonna take a while to work its way up there.
Well, it's turn 5. The merits of the zoo is that they're all very cheap.
Yeah, you can just dump everything in one go.
Yeah, just throw everything out, man. I mean, no reason why not, right?
What, one young priestess, one void walker, one Argent Squire, and one shield bearer maybe.
Effectively, I would say I would keep the Argent Squire as well as the Divine Argus for the next turn. This turn I'll play probably 2 Taunt with the Armani Berserker. This play is good simply because you want to just buy time. And then when you have the bubble, you can taunt it up. That's perfect.
I guess he's just trying to throw minions with high toughness so that it's hard to deal with. Cause you know, like the earlier version they were saying they're all
Flimsy.
they
but this
just,
one
yeah,
is
flimsy,
different.
just die to Blade Flurry.
Yeah, so Void Walker, Shield Bearer would be my play. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess he agrees with you. Allura agrees with you. He does play those two.
Okay, it's good.
That positioning is a bit interesting.
I don't know what is this position.
Like usually when you play Zoo, you know,
Wow,
positioning is also very, very
eviscerate deadly
important.
poison. Okay, so effectively, let's just analyze here. He can kill the 1/4, he can kill the 0/4, but he will not be able to expect the bubbled up taunt, which is what I'm betting on that will help shift the tempo back in Allura's favor.
Yeah, that might happen. Like, okay, 0/4 is very easily dealt with Eviscerate, but of course you will kill the Void Walker because it doesn't take damage, right? And then, I don't know, he could just attack into the Shield Bearer and just use the rest to trade.
Yeah.
I don't think he can take down everything this turn, could he?
Effectively, no. I think he can kill the Young Priestess.
Oh no, wait, he can kill everything. He can kill everything, so he's got weapon up.
Yeah, with Deadly Poison, yeah, of course.
Daily Poison, Eviscerate the
And
Void Walker.
eviscerate, yep.
And then maybe use the attack the Shield Bearer. I don't know. Okay, he
No.
decides not to use the Eviscerate.
Okay, maybe because it's enough. So yeah, that ugly looking Murloc is gonna kill the Void Walker, equally ugly looking, and it seems like the bubble will still alive. Down goes the Armani Berserker, and all that's left is probably the 2/1.
So I guess with the play that we were suggesting,
Yeah.
he doesn't make this play because he gets to put on one more minion and he doesn't lose the Collide Oracle, which is a
Yeah.
very, very good play there.
Exactly. So what can Allura do here?
The 6 mana, if he wants to taunt, it just means that he can only play the Squire and the Abusive Sergeant.
Yeah, which was the plan. But it's time for plan B. Because apparently plan A is not working. Look at that. It's got double SI agents, 007s there.
Yeah, it's pretty hard
The
to remove.
ugly Murloc is still alive somehow. And the 1/1 still has got that
He's
stuff
probably
going
just
for it
gonna
as well.
Abusive the...
Okay.
Okay, is he gonna trade there?
Yeah, I think he will.
And he'll taunt out.
Yes, effectively, he's hoping that the Rogue runs out of steam because he can never run out of steam as a Zulok.
Yeah,
And there's
that's
always the bigger stuff that I'm missing in action right now. Stuff like a Doom Guard that will easily secure the deal here.
Does he even run Doomguard in this deck?
Well, I don't know. He's supposed to. It's called Zoo.
Well, I mean, there are always the option of playing Argent Commander over Doomguard, you know, for fear of having bad RNG and discarding things that you don't want to discard.
I think Allura will do fine.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
He doesn't discard Soulfire with Soulfire in hand.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so Sap here. Okay, perfect top deck from WaningMoon. Really, no questions asked. That was really, really in favor for
Yeah,
him.
that's
So
the best card that you could have used to deal with the
the
Taunted
bubble.
Squire.
Yeah, exactly. So now there goes the bubble buffed up taunt. And down goes the other
Still gonna
Abusive
trade.
Sergeant as well. And this is completely aggro. Yeah, he's still gonna try and provide some form of ball control. You know what? It will be a plot twist if Allura runs Hellfire. Aha! Bet you didn't see that coming. I run Hellfire. That's why I'm still not legend. Ah, look at that Demolisher.
fine,
What's that gonna do for him?
He's gonna ping for 3 out of 4 of the minions there.
Yeah, but it only throws that barrel at the start of the turn. So
So he has to protect
it
it
doesn't
first.
generate tempo. It only increases your lead. And it's expensive, 3 mana. My god. I'm a fan of cheap stuff.
Yeah, I guess he just has to play the Juggler and the Squire in hopes to shoot down something first. Okay, he decided to go with the Demolisher.
He's still gonna save up
Okay,
because he
that's
just got another.
That's good, he managed to
POA.
snipe down the bigger minion of the tree.
Yeah, which is good. But again, WaningMoon with the top decking skills gets a sap. This time around, it will be saved again for the same strategy.
Okay, he's gonna kill the Juggler for sure.
Okay, he draws one more card. That's a deadly poison. He's gonna just
Poison,
give
he's
it
gonna
up.
eviscerate the Demolisher there.
He cannot unless he play a card first.
Yeah, so he's got Daily Poisons first.
Yep. Okay, so there we go. Eviscerate. That's gonna kill the Demolisher. He might trade with the bubble.
Okay, he does not. I mean, he was holding Eviscerate for the longest period of time,
Yeah.
or maybe he feels that there's no need to even use Eviscerate on the Demolisher because he can just throw it in the face.
Okay, yeah, he might. Yeah, he might be thinking of that. That is perfectly fine because it will bypass the taunt. But do note there is the sap there, and if the Demolisher doesn't go down, that will be another taunt.
Yep.
So what does Allura get here?
Ah,
Oh, he
hits
goes
the
for face.
face.
Oh.
And he can't play everything.
Yeah, he cannot play everything. He needs to try and put a bit of a taunt. I'm inclined to believe that because it's not turn 9, it's not perfect. It's only turn 8. What he can do here is again set up 2 taunts,
Yeah,
but that's
set
it.
up the taunts.
And
Is he gonna live tap here? That's the thing.
I think he might as well. 11 health, eviscerate. You know he already used 1.
Yep.
So this is probably only going to be the second one at best. That's only going to deal maybe 4 damage. That's not a lot, you know. He will be down to 7, but it's still okay. So now 2-5. Does he
trade here?
finally kill the Murloc?
And it's finally gone.
Yeah, I think he will not live tap. Alright, so he's
Okay,
playing
this
very
is
safe.
not the live tap for fear that, you know,
Leroy Jenkins, Arcane
Leroy
Golem.
Jenkins, Arcane
Cold
Golem.
Blood. Oh god. And Seb. Okay, so yeah, bye bye. For a second time. This is like, you know, the ex-girlfriend. You brick and patch, you brick and patch.
Oh man.
Okay,
So
so
Squire dealing 5 there.
yeah. Oh wow. And
Eviscerate.
eviscerate. So if he tapped there, he would have died.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one more weapon up there.
Yep, exactly. Does he get maybe some free protector? Nope. Flame him. That's
Flame
completely
him, right?
useless.
Yeah, I don't think he can do anything here right here.
Yeah. Well,
His
he
best
can
play
still
now-
survive.
Yeah, his best play here to play the Doom. Okay, the Squire, the Doom Guard,
Yeah.
pop the bubble, kill the Squire,
And take 1
just keep
damage
his
next turn.
fingers-
Hopefully,
keep
he
his
can
fingers
play
crossed.
catch up with double power overwhelming somehow. Alright, so that's gonna trade with the 5-1 and the 5-2 will be.
What do he get
very
here?
vulnerable. So, WaningMoon top decks. I don't know. I don't see. Oh, it's a cold blood. So that's a wasted turn. So that's fine. Allura down to 1 final health, 15 health in 1
Here's a
turn. Can he
taunt
do
there.
it? Abusive Sergeant.
That's not gonna
No,
do much.
that's not gonna be good enough. So that's at best probably 8 damage. You see, he could have won if it's just 1 more extra turn. So it's just so close. He's got taps that. Oh,
Soulfire.
Soulfire. Wow. All these cards that were missing so far in the early game. See, again, the Zulog doesn't really have bot clear mechanic. That's why I run Hellfire. What do you think about Hellfire in Zulong?
Not very good.
Why not?
You tend to kill most of your stuff.
Yeah, you don't play it when you are having bot advantage. You only play it to try and play catch up.
I mean, it's situational. You know, it might just be a dead card.
You're not
there
a fan
if
of Hellfire?
No. I like the Demolisher though. You know, it's like new meta within like Southeast Asia. I haven't seen Demolisher anywhere else.
Agree. I've never seen Demolisher as well. Okay, so now 2-1 in favor for WaningMoon. If WaningMoon wins 1 more, we can all call it a day and crown WaningMoon the champion of Battlestone after. Oh, you don't look very happy about that.
I mean, I kind of want Allura to win, so yeah.
Alright. So that's open biasness. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, I know.
Of course, with your faction
In fact,
completely
the whole series has
disclosed.
been very interesting. Like throughout the whole tournament, you see interesting things like Paladin, like you know, who had expected Paladin to go so far, right? And then not only that, 2 Paladins being used in the top 3, and then now you see, I mean, we know Rogue is a popular class, but people usually stereotype Rogue with like Miracle Rogue, and
Yeah.
wow, look at this now, WaningMoon
Oh.
just killing people with Tempo Rogue. You know,
The
just-
rope with stereo rope.
Yeah, it's like a lot of curveballs and throws in this
Yeah,
tournament.
people are
right
just trying to be innovative. They're just trying to be very different coming into the playoffs, knowing that it's a BO5. Sometimes you can cheese your way out, so that's what people are kind of used to in tournaments, and always try and outsmart your opponent. So now without the Warlock,
All that's left is to do it.
yeah, but because he can change archetypes halfway through, he's now again it's the question. It's back to the question: is this going to be Miracle or Tempo?
Oh man, yeah, it's all about the guessing game once more. You know, he failed the guess once with Warlock, hoping that it was Miracle and he can rush him down. It didn't happen, so now that's his last and final chance to try and guess what kind of rogue he's going to play.
This is like playing a very painful game. You know, the crocodile game,
Oh yeah,
but
where
you
poke
replace the teeth with real,
With your
penknife
finger.
and stuff.
with penknife.
Yeah.
Is it the one with the croc with the mouth
Yeah,
open?
yeah,
and
the
you,
croc,
You
you
use
know?
your finger to press down the tip, and you press the wrong one, it snaps your finger.
Yeah, but with pen knife, it's a lot more fun because you bleed.
Okay,
And he's got it wrong so much that he's already lost 2 fingers. He's left with one last one.
I'm gonna avoid that.
So yeah, Druid up against Rogue, ladies and gentlemen. Could be the last game for tonight. And Allura 1, WaningMoon 2. What's gonna happen here?
And
This
now finally we get to see some Miracle Rogue action.
does look like a Miracle Rogue. That's right.
And Allura playing Druid. Not too sure about Druid. I guess it's the more, the offensive. It's probably the same deck he was playing, the double Force of Nature, double Savage Raw, Argent Commander.
Yeah, with scenarios, does look like that. But the difference here is that he's got early game pressure. He's got early game answers with in terms of 4 mana there,
Right.
as in the Keeper of the Grove. That's pretty good. I know it's kind of expensive and now it's only turn 3, but if you look at the Rogue, he doesn't really have anything he can do. And a perfect Wild Grove.
That's pretty good.
Wow. So now he's ahead.
It seems like it's quite similar to the deck that Waning was playing early on with his own Druid, just that he has the battle draws now.
Well, this is smart. This is smart. He's playing SI Agent here to try and bait Allura into thinking this is a tempo rogue.
Could be.
But again, not much implication because he's gonna find out sooner or later, right? There is still no Catcher's Auctioneer, and I hope that it comes out soon for WaningMoon. Does he get it? That's the question. So turn 4 here.
Yeah, I mean playing an empty SI agent is pretty good because he's just trying to test to see if.
Oh, he
has
gets
enough.
Catcher's Auctioneer. Look at that. There's no conceal, so he needs that, right?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. But Allura doesn't have swipe. He does have Force of Nature to do
Oh wow,
removal.
backstab. Okay. So that's good. Deal sufficient damage. A 3/3 going for face there. So this is looking like a very good hand here for WaningMoon.
Yeah, it is. And Allura, the best he can do right now is just to use the Argent Commander to deal with the Drake Knight there.
Yeah, and he will always be playing catch up right now.
It's gonna take a while for Allura to catch up unless he like gets an innovate and he managed to dump down a lot of huge stuff at the same time.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about Druid. You have minions that are very expensive, and the Nomish Inventor there is just gonna try and draw extra card, which is okay.
Yeah. No, Waning could have played like Auctioneer Backstab, but he decided not to go greedy about it. He could have like Backstab prep and start snowballing to stuff, but he decides not to. Place it like safe.
Yep. So here there is the Argent Commander. There's a preparation, as in Argent Commander for Allura, preparation for WaningMoon.
Yep. Yeah, I get it. So, I mean, what's the best play right here now?
For Allura?
Yeah, I mean, he can only play the Argent Commander and like remove from minion. It's just a decision between Nomish Engineer or the SI Agent.
Which will you pick?
I guess you pick the SI, right? Because it does have the potential of Shadow Step to do 2 more damage. It
Yep.
does more damage.
Yeah, and it does not seem like Winning is in a rush for extra cards right now.
Yeah.
That's it. It's turn 7. Oh, sorry, it's still turn. You can say turn 6 for Allura, but because of the Wild Growth, he does have 7 mana there.
Yep.
And Argent Commander here is going to kill the SI Agent, so that's perfect. It will nicely trade out with the 2/4. However, if there is a backstab, there is no backstab.
Yeah, that's a flip story there, which is pretty good there.
Up, so Gadget Sun comes out, no conceal, but it's fine. Daily Poison will help to clear the board a little bit.
He's probably gonna prep here.
Yep,
With Cold Blood probably.
it's going to preparation.
Is he gonna Cold Blood?
And another Daily Poison, but that's not really good right now. I think he should, play Cold Blood, but play on the Nomish Inventor for sure.
Yeah.
So that's like a 6/4 and a 4/4. Allura needs to silence both, but he does have those cards in hand. He can silence both to try and reduce the damage that he takes.
But actually, Nomish Engineer, if you think about it, it's a pretty good card in the Miracle Road because it's a 2/4. It sticks pretty well. It's like the Warrior Slam, but a delayed slam. You get what I
Okay.
mean? Because you draw a card and you deal 2, so it's like a delayed Warrior Slam. And it sticks on the board pretty well, and then you can Cold Blood it.
Yeah, of course, with Scotch tape, right? So he sticks there very well, 6/4, 4/4. What will Allura do here? Do you think he should silence the 4/4 and the 6/4?
Silencing is not going to remove them off the board, man. I mean, I don't think taunting is going to help much because it's just going to get set. So I guess the play you'll probably have to make is to maybe double Keeper and kill the Nomish Engineer.
And let the Gadget Sun live.
Yeah, it's either you risk taking 6 more damage or you let him cycle more. So
Wow.
it's something that he has to decide right now.
He can also play FON.
Yeah, but even then, FON only removes one minion.
Yeah, definitely does remove 1. but he damages the other one as well. So he is gonna moon fight against his son. He knows that he cannot stay on the field for long.
Okay.
So double 2/4s on the field there for Allura. The 6/4 still alive. Gnomish Inventor. This is why you play Gnomish Inventor.
And Leroy
Oh
appears.
wow. Oh, no Shadow Stab, so it's still okay.
But 6 damage on board, bringing him down to 14. Now the issue is, the problem is, can he add on more damage? Can he pile in more damage? He's probably going to keep Blade Flurry set and Daily Poison to clear the taunts, like Scenarios taunts, even to set the Druid of the Claws.
You have Daily Poison, 3/2 there, and a Blumage Tunnels as
Let's go
well.
eviscerate the face there, I guess. Just start squeezing more
Yep.
damage there.
Yeah, he's just gonna put under pressure. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Allura is cooking in the pressure cooker. So Blade Flurry comes out, and that's gonna clear the board as well as deal 4 damage there. Very nicely done. 7 health. DOTC comes out. He doesn't have mana to play both of that. He does have enough for Scenarios that's gonna provide 2 taunts, but with 2 taunts, what is gonna be stopped here? There is nothing much that can be
It's
stopped.
pretty much game, right? I mean, if you force off nature and clear the board, you can armor up for 8, and that's about it. But if you play Scenarios, you can hope that he doesn't have any spells to remove. But we all know that there's still the Eviscerate, there's still the Step, and then he's just going to run in the Engineer and Talnos. He doesn't even have to play Leroy to win this game right here.
Yep, exactly. So, you're right. I guess that's it.
Oh well.
So WaningMoon takes home the bacon for Philippines once again, 3-1 in favor for WaningMoon. And Allura, wow, he's just glad it's finally over. It's actually gonna be him finish him with the Leroy Jenkins. So WaningMoon very happy that he finally gets it. Man, the grand final champion of Battlestone is WaningMoon from Philippines.
Yeah, I mean, he's really, really good.
Yeah, he has done very well in this entire series. He did his best so far, and I think that, well, generally, definitely everyone has their misplays and times like this. Allura, he had second chance, wasn't able to come to fulfill it. That's still okay because he goes home with 150 Singapore dollars. WaningMoon takes home 250, and we're gonna ship the trophy over to him and stuff like that. So
What other prizes do they get other than just the cash?
you get trophy, you get medal, you get cash, you get the cash check, and a picture.
Logitech gear or anything?
Oh
like
yeah, as well, so a Logitech gear, of course.
So the first place gets a headset.
A headset, yeah.
Milo, and what about the second place? and
Second
third
place gets a mouse and a mouse pad. The third place will get a keyboard.
Okay, that's really good.
Yeah, it's interesting the way it's done. So, WaningMoon, unfortunately, you're not here, so I'm gonna show you the trophy.
Let's try and light it up.
And somebody, oh wait, let me try and light it up.
I can hold that for you.
Yep, so WaningMoon, this is awkward production at its max, man. There is not a production more awkward
It's
than
very,
this
very dark here. No, all our Japanese friends like the dark for some reason.
Yep. So I am turning on the lights as we speak, literally. There we go.
Whoa,
All
not the
right.
face, man. Yeah. Okay, as you can see, so winning.
Waning, this is for you. All right, Battlestone champion. We'll ship this over to the Philippines. We'll have someone to represent you to collect you on stage tomorrow
Alongside
as well.
with the medal
And you
right
get a
here.
medal as well. Oh my god, that flashlight is bad. Oh wow, that's on us right now.
Shine.
Oh, we are shining. Okay, well done. So, all right, WaningMoon is the final champion, undisputed, and Allura comes in second.
Yeah.
So does Wen Sushi. Both of them from Team Mana Search. I think they have done you proud already.
Yeah, they have.
So-
I'm very, very happy to have 2 members to stand up in the top 3 amongst 32 players gathered today.
Yep, well done. So that's it. Tomorrow we still have more games, and all of them we stream live concurrently at 12 p.m. And that's the call of war for you guys,
Yep,
with
that's right.
even better looking trophies. And $300 on the line for a 3v3 game.
Yep.
It's interesting because of the format, and that's it. I think it's late enough. All of us should take a rest. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow at Campus Game Fest. This is Babael, with me is Beyond, signing off.
Yeah.